Right, so we're 2 days before the quarterfinals of the Euros 2024. So I actually thought I'd do a recap of the of all the games and all the group stages today, boys. So, by the way, if you don't know me, I'm Pat Boston. I do football videos usually, so hope you enjoy this. So today we're going to go through all the group stages and last 16 or knockout games, if you want to call it, of the Euros. I was trying to make this video like ages ago. I was trying to pushing it back, didn't know what to do. But to be fair, I will give. I think maybe in hindsight it's probably easier to look back at all the games. I've watched 80% of the games, so I can definitely, from experience, call on and say what I think about each team and how their chances are, both the teams that are left in the competition and the ones that knocked out, and why I think they got knocked out. So without further ado, let's start. So Group A obviously was the holder. So it was Germany, Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland. So obviously we know who went through. I thought the Germans looked really good in most 3 games. Obviously, the opening game, Scotland got pummeled, to be honest, 5-1. But I thought the Germans looked good. You can tell they have a good coach. They work well. The technique, their play style on and off the ball looks good. Obviously, great players. Leroy Sané, Musiala, Goretzka. So Goretzka, Verts. I keep saying Goretzka like I think it's Bayern Munich, but like he doesn't even start there. But Verts, I like Fulkrug when he came off the bench. Obviously Neuer's doing well. I like the centre backs have done okay. Done okay. I think Ta and Rudiger have done a decent job. Midfield, Gundogan's had a decent tournament. So yeah, obviously a lot of good stars and pretty good football. Havertz, especially as number 9, kind of the attacker, not number 9 really, but he's influenced a lot of games and stuff and done really well. So I thought they played. Their group stage games were really good. Obviously against Switzerland, didn't have that many. A bit of luck, a couple of goals called out. Weren't at their best, but still had those options on the bench like Fulkrug, who had Dortmund just shown basically the same thing. And for the Germans, even back in the World Cup, when I remember when he scored against Spain in the second game to draw 1-1. So yeah, very impressed with the Germans. Swiss, again, they're now in the quarterfinals. Actually, I would say about Germany, the Denmark game was a bit tough, but I'd say Denmark are a good team, good opposition. But I still think the Germans, they're really quick on and off the ball. So yeah, they're very entertaining to watch. So that's what I would say about the Germans. About the Swiss, obviously dark horses surprise of the tournament. I mean, not to me, to be fair. They've kind of been, made knockouts on the the World Cup. Did pretty good last year, was knocking out France and almost getting through to the semi-finals on the 2021 Euros. So I mean, good team, really good players. Mbolo, Xhaka, Ndoye, what's it called? Akanji at centre back. What's their keeper again? Obviously, well, they still have Ricardo Rodriguez, which is obviously like a veteran, obviously of Switzerland. He's played so many games. Obviously Romo Ferrero, he plays for Fiorentina. Bologna. Sorry. Ferrero's Bonaventura is Fiorentina. Ferrero's done really well. So yeah, very and Vargas as well. Obviously, good player, scored a great goal against Italy. But they were good in the group stage. Thought against Scotland it was an equal game. They had chances, probably could have won it. Hungary, they were definitely the better team. And thought against the Germans, they were one goal away from topping the group, so fair play to them. Against Italy, they dominated Italy from start to finish. So yeah, kudos to them. To be honest, they're looking really good. And obviously, we know they're playing England in the quarterfinals, which England is a separate topic. We'll get to England now in a sec. And then Scotland and Hungary obviously both knocked out. Scotland early in the tournament, then Hungary. Scotland just never really got going. I thought. Watched against Germany, I don't know what the game plan was. Against Switzerland, had a decent start. I thought they looked promising in attack, had a couple of chances. Hit the post in the second half, I remember one of the games. Could have lost as well, a couple of offside goals and Angus Gunn. I never rated this goalkeeper for Norwich. It's actually pretty good in the tournament. But against Hungary, they get a good point against Switzerland, and then they just need a win against pretty much I'll say it now, one of the worst playing teams I saw in the Euros, which were Hungary. And they lost that game, but they deserved to lose that game. They didn't have any chances. They just looked sluggish, couldn't get passes moving. Terrible like moving the ball up. So yeah, I'm afraid of Scotland. Probably one of their best chances to get out of the group stage in a while, and they just failed to deliver. So obviously players like McGinn, Robertson would be disappointed because obviously I thought they definitely had a chance this Euros to be one of the best third places. So, but again, that's football. And then for Hungary, got knocked out obviously a lot later than they thought. Definitely, I'd say deserve to get knocked out. I watched them against Switzerland, was the game they probably should have got something. They played really bad. It was very dependent on Szoboszlai playing well. But if it's not him, they have the strikers up front don't do well. I thought Viktor Orban had a terrible tournament. Who was supposed to be one of the leaders in attack. So yeah, honestly, I didn't rate them much. Against Scotland, they had chances, didn't take them, and it took them to like the last minute. It almost looked like they wanted a point. To be fair, against Germany, second half, but I thought the first half they did have a couple of chances. But yeah, just the style of play and with some of those players that have, and especially when you think back to the last Euros where they were in such a tough group and almost made it through playing, I thought maybe not entertaining football, but definitely more effective than what they did this Euros. So yeah, obviously probably change of style, change of players, even a change of coach probably would do them well. So yeah, that's Group A done. Group B, obviously we're looking at I think we're talking about the Spanish now. Yeah, so this is Spain's group. So Spain, Italy, Croatia, and Albania. I'll start with the two bottom that obviously didn't qualify. Croatia, obviously very disappointing. Kind of the end of a generation for them. All the world class players they've had and good runnings they've had for a country that's, I checked it the other day, 4 million in size. So it's very much a case of probably time's up. I thought against Italy, again, you let Zaccagni running through. Probably a game could have won. Albania again, they weren't playing that well at all. Probably undeservedly took the lead and still didn't manage to hold on. So, and then against Spain, just didn't play well. I thought defensively they looked really bad this Euros, really vulnerable. So yeah, that's definitely something they'll have to take. And look, all good things come to an end. Obviously, sad for players like Modric, Brozovic, Rakitic. Players that have been there forever. Matolovakovic actually had a good Euro, so he's definitely going to be one to watch. Same as he was at the World Cup, to be fair. Albania obviously can do themselves proud. Got a point against Croatia. Narrowly lost against Italy. Had a couple of chances there, and lost against Spain. Probably again they were looking to get something out of. But again, I'll go to Spain, my country, which I'm very happy about. But I thought Albania, obviously, a couple of players, Armando Broja and Heisa, who used to play at Napoli. I don't know if he's still there. But I thought get their heads up, held up high. I thought they played really well. Against Croatia, good unit, good defence. Against Spain, second half they tried a bit, just quality lacking, to be honest. I think that was one of the main things. And then Italy were also knocked out, but obviously went through the group second. Yeah, very disappointing. I thought against Spain they got ran over. If it wasn't for Gigi Donnarumma, who I thought was their best talent player at the tournament, could have been 5 or 6. I remember watching the game at a bar. Was it on a Thursday or Friday? It was crazy, man. Look, I've never seen Italy look that bad off the ball and just stringing 2-3 passes. Obviously, Croatia, they were pretty much could have been knocked out. There's a really good chance they could have been knocked out had they not scored in the 97th minute. Again, looks vulnerable. Very, very disappointing Euros for players like Cristante, Scamacca, Retegui, Chiesa. You'd expect more of those kind of players to make the difference. Varela, even in defence, I thought Di Marco, Calafiori. I thought they weren't really that good. Di Lorenzo especially. Spalletti, I don't blame him that much on it because he's obviously only been that much. But the decision to bring Di Lorenzo, who had a terrible season for Napoli, like all throughout the season, to then bring him to be your start right back in the Euros, surely there must have been better options. So yeah, and then Spain, my team, no complaints, to be honest. Obviously the players have done well. We have 2 squads. If Morata doesn't do well, Joselu can come in. Same with the wingers, Jose Perez, Ferran Torres, for Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams, who have done really good players. Like Lamine Yamal 16, it's actually crazy. Nico Williams, his trickery on the ball, on and off the ball, second to none, obviously. I thought the problems. It was interesting because Spain switched the issues they had in the last World Cup, which was too narrow to play. Yeah, it was too wide. Very limited ability to for players to make the difference. Play 120 minutes against Morocco, never managed to look like scoring. But again, yeah, very dynamic on and off the ball, and we look like we want to score a goal every time we get the ball up front. But it's like Rodri, which it's world class, but again, Euros just once again confirms that. Fabian Ruiz, who maybe people had him off the radar after he went from Betis to Napoli and to PSG, but I thought he's done really well. Players like Mikel Merino, Real Sociedad. The defence, I wasn't really a fan of Laporte coming, but he's done decent. Suleiman's done well. Nacho, obviously he's injured now. I don't know if he's back for the game against Germany, which we'll get through. We'll get through next. Obviously, Cucurella, Grimaldo. We have really good options in Spain. So yeah, I'm very happy with how we played. Brilliant against Croatia, scored effectively our goals. Could create a couple more. Defence maybe could have conceded, but we did really well. Italy was outstanding, like one of the best games I've seen from Spain in such a long time. Like you really looked like we were in total dominance. And then against Albania, we put another different 11, and we just do well. So yeah, very happy with that. And then obviously against Georgia, just too much quality, unfortunately. For Georgia, but yeah, very happy with Spain. Last 8, we'll see what we do, what goes through there. And next group, England. I mean, what is there to say about England? 5 points. I mean, obviously, people was going to go Southgate. Rightly so. I think this was an issue since even the Euros before where they lost. I thought fingers should have gone to Southgate for that final and the management in those games. The teams played terrible. Didn't look good against Serbia. Did not look good against Denmark. Did not look good against Slovenia and Slovakia. Jesus Christ! Like, I tell you what, Southgate can thank Bellingham. He was getting sacked the next day. Like honestly, it was pathetic the play at times. Pickford playing long football in the last minutes against Denmark and Slovenia when you need a win to show some confidence. Players just not playing well. Systems not working. It's almost like the players in Southgate think two different things on and off the pitch, and it's this idea that just England, for example, England scored against Serbia and just went defensive. Same against Denmark. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's not looking good. Again, Switzerland, it's a team that if you don't play well, you'll get found out. So, obviously, lots to see there, and we'll see what England does. Denmark, commiserations to them. Played well against Germany. Couple of decisions, VAR decisions, especially the handball from Joachim Andersen that made Havertz score the penalty. Have complaints. Højlund had a good chance against Germany, but I would say in the group stages they did not look that good. I mean, it's Michael, decent Euros for him. I thought defence did well. They have good players, but up front, I don't know. I think the attacking abilities, Poulsen, Højlund didn't have a good Euros. Obviously, Højbjerg and Eriksen in the middle trying to string passes. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't look that good, and it's against Germany they had their chances, but they just didn't take them. So, and in football you get punished. So that's what happened. Serbia didn't deserve anything, to be honest. Have a decent squad. I mean, Kostic, Vlahovic, Mitrovic, they're good players. Generally good players. Gudels, who played at Sevilla, I don't know if he's still there. But even the last World Cup we saw it in their pathetic group stage campaign. But even this one, surely you're telling me you can't get better than a draw against Slovenia and against Denmark. You need to win. You're not able to win. You don't deserve to go through. So Serbia once again disappointing, and Slovenia. Obviously they are knocked out against Portugal. They went through with 3 points. They didn't look that good, honestly. I think obviously defensively really reliant on Oblak, and offensively what's he called? What's it? Oh, I've forgotten the name. I think of Checo, but it's not Checo. It's Sesko, Benjamin Sesko, who obviously fluffed a chance against Diogo Costa. in Portugal. I thought, yeah, attacking wise, they had nothing, didn't know for anything, and defensively did decent, and obviously All Black, who's a brilliant player. Next group, we're talking about one of the toughest groups. So France, Austria, Netherlands, and Poland. So Poland had no strikers for the first two games, very hard in their group. Lost narrowly to the Netherlands, had probably held on for too long. The Chesney made a couple of good saves. Netherlands definitely missed a lot of chances. Did well against France the last game, which they could have folded in and just conceded like 3-0. Played well against France. So yeah, I mean, can't say much. Obviously, unfortunate they didn't have really the personnel for the first two games where it really mattered. France have not looked well all tournament. We'll get to the Belgium game now in a sec. Group stages, Austria was not convinced, thought they just didn't think they should have won. Netherlands, definitely controversial VAR disallowed goal. Other than that, didn't offer anything. Against Poland, more the same. And against Belgium, barely any creativity. It was a deflected goal that got them the win. So yeah, just France very, 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 very sluggish on the ball, to be honest. Griezmann hasn't turned up. Mbappe hasn't looked that convincing. Koundé right back still doesn't look convincing. Thuram still hasn't turned up. And Kante's looked good. Rabiot's done it right. They do well in that role for the Champs, to be fair. And defence has looked all right. And Mike Mignon has done well. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see about France. They're in the quarterfinals. They'll be playing Portugal tomorrow. Or is it next day? I don't know. I think it's tomorrow. But yeah, Austria knocked out against Turkey. Narrow game, margins, they happened. Did really good group stage, fair play to them. And then Branik is a good coach and stuff, and I thought they played well against Austria, played well against France, probably should have got something. Beat Poland and deservedly beat the Netherlands. So that just happens to get drawn against Turkey. The ball doesn't go in the back of the net. You concede 2 set pieces. That happens. So yeah, and then what was I thinking? Oh yeah, then Netherlands did look good against Austria. Okay against France, did good against Poland, and very good against Romania. I thought, again, they can't put the ball in the back of the net. So one of the things, Malin, they have good players up front. Malin, Gakpo, obviously Xavi Simons, Dumfries when he goes up the wing. They have a lot of talent for Vickers off the bench. They have really good talent at Depay. It's just a matter of getting the ball, just getting the attack going and getting the ball in the back of the net. And then defensive, Van Dijk just hasn't looked that good. Ake, Verbruggen, who's the Brighton goalkeeper, is he? Yeah, Flecken's the Brentford one, yeah, but he's looked alright, to be fair. But I don't see him as a goalkeeper that could save, that could, make a brilliant save to keep them in it. So I think Netherlands are vulnerable. They play Turkey in the quarterfinals. I think they are vulnerable, so we'll see about that. Obviously, Ronald Koeman is very experienced with the Dutch team, so we'll see what happens there. Going on to the last two groups, which is probably some of the most entertaining finishes, honestly. So we're going to Ukraine, Slovakia, Belgium, and Romania. All finished on 4 points. Ukraine lost 3-0 against Romania. Goal difference, unfortunately, 4 points. Usually go through in any other group. Just happens you're last. Belgium did not look good at any of the group games. There seems to be a war going on between the manager, Tedesco, and the players. De Bruyne doesn't look happy. Lukaku hasn't looked good for a good few months. Issues with Courtois as well, not going in, injured or whatever. I thought Doku looked decent, but again, Madunana, just with the squad they have and the talent, did not look good convincing in the group stages, and then against France. Obviously you can lose against France, but the manner in which they were playing for a 0-0, and when you play with fire, sometimes you burn yourself. So unfortunate for them. Definitely need a big serious rethink the Belgian Federation. So we'll see what happens with them. Romania, really good against Ukraine. Thought they had a chance against Belgium. Probably should have put away their chances. Definitely had chances. to equalise at that point. And then against Slovakia, let's be honest, they're both teams were playing for a draw. And for Slovakia, I can say the same thing. Good against Belgium, held on really well. They were kind of based around a strong defence and a couple good attacks. But, Martin Dubravka in goal, I think that's one. Marek Hamsik, who's not there anymore. But I know Dubravka is in goal. I can't remember any other player. But yeah, obviously they got knocked out against England. I'm sad, as an Irishman, I'm sad. I don't want England to get knocked out. So, but what happens? What happens? Unlucky to them. And so we're going to Ukraine, Romania, Belgium. I think that's them. Yeah, that's all the group. And then going on to the last group. So we had Portugal, Turkey, Georgia, and who do we have? Portugal, Turkey, Georgia. Who am I missing? Oh, and Czech Republic. Yeah, Czech Republic. So Portugal, obviously now in the quarterfinals. They've looked okay defensively. Just their build-up play to try and score just hasn't been that good. I think at times, I thought Bernardo Silva hasn't looked good, hasn't hit the ground in this tournament. Sorry, excuse me. Leao's been very inconsistent. Obviously, people go on about Ronaldo. I think he's done well regarding his age and kind of his, his attributes at 39 years old. He's done decent. I thought Jota needs to play more. I've definitely seen him come off the bench. Jota needs to play more. I think Bruno Fernandes needs to bring up his level. Just more or less to play up front, because against Czech Republic, they looked in serious danger of not winning that game. So a couple of good actions from Gonzalez, who's actually come off the bench, done decent. Against Turkey, looked convincing second half, especially first half. Obviously, created by some of the goals that Turkey conceded, and that second goal. I don't know if you've seen it, just a pass back from the centre back to the United. I can't remember what the United second goalkeeper is, and it's just a goal. It's just such a stupid way to concede. And then against Georgia, to be fair to them, they're already through. Probably put a B team, probably wasn't that serious, so I'll give them the benefit of that. But against Slovenia, basically, the one-up penalties, obviously Ronaldo missed an extra time, but they shouldn't have got to extra time. They had a couple of chances, but especially they just lack creativity in the final third. Just putting it across against a team that's just tall and basically set up to defend those kind of actions. So, yeah, honestly, that's not looking good. But again, they're playing against France, who's also not looking the best either. So I'll give any of them a chance against each other, especially. Probably it would be a different story in the semi-finals, but again, alas, we'll see then. Turkey went through the group stage, could have gone out. I thought Turkey in the group stage against Georgia, they were very close to not winning that game. Obviously, two brilliant goals by Arda Güler and the right back, I can't remember his name. He with the half volley in the first half. Brilliant finishes. Second game, thought they lacked they lacked intensity. Probably were put off maybe by all the talent in the squad of Portugal. And then the last game, Czech Republic, they took a while to get the job done with 11 men. When Susek scored and Czech Republic equalised with 10 men for almost all the game, they were in a serious time. They seriously looked like they might have lost the game. So yeah, good thing for them. They kind of it was Tiktos who scored. I think it was Tiktos who scored to obviously get them second in the group. And then against Austria, took the chances well, defended well. Goalkeeper made a brilliant save in the 95 minutes. So I didn't actually see the full game, but I saw the Twitter clip, one of the clip on Twitter at the end of the save. It's crazy, basically 30 seconds ago, and it's a brilliant stop by the keeper. I can't remember his name. What's the Turkey goal? I feel like I think it's the United second goalkeeper. I can't remember his name. So, but that's basically him on through. Georgia, I think one of the lowest ranked teams in UEFA. So obviously, Ireland's a bit higher. We're looking nowhere as good as Georgia. We're looking in the group stage. Could have got a point, had a chance in the 93rd minute where two of the guys just kind of knocked into each other. Varaskelia looked good. The goalkeeper looked good. Goalkeeper's the Maradashvili, and the Valencia goalkeeper. He looked really good. Maradashvili looks like such a Chelsea signing, like 50 million from Maradashvili this summer. He looks definitely like the kind of signing Chelsea would do this summer after the Euros. So yeah, I like them a lot. Beat Portugal. which they needed to. Probably against Czech Republic, were close to losing that game. So maybe, you know, they drew the game. Could have won it in the end, but Morris really was probably one of the best players of the tournament, apart from Carlos Kelly, who we already know from last season. And before the talent he's got, and the reputation he's got in Napoli. And then Czech Republic, I'm going to be honest, I didn't watch most of the games involved. Thought again, unlucky against Portugal with that own goal. Probably could have won it against Georgia, which would have made them go through. But that's football, and obviously when you play with 10-minute effort against Turkey, when you go through, but that happens. So yeah, so I ranted on for like 25-26 minutes about the Euros now, boys. So it's kind of like a recap. I would have liked to do different segments, but that's more or less what I got. And kind of with the sense of I seen, like watching all the games. Again, I'm lying. I've watched like most of the games. Like even I've been on ferries. I've literally been outside. I've been in 2 different countries. And, you know, I actually, whether it's Spanish TV, BBC, or the ITV or RT, I watch it all around the place. So I would say I've gathered pretty good knowledge about the Euros, which I've actually enjoyed. This tournament compared to the World Cup, I'm actually enjoying the atmosphere. You kind of sense from the places. The games are really good. Obviously, kind of World Cup's obviously, you know, a bit hurt from being in, kind of a big damage from being in winter and kind of time zones and stuff, and obviously all the controversy surrounding Qatar and all the bribery and corruption. Let's be honest, it was corruption. So yeah, that's pretty much all the recap I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do individual videos for all of the games that are remaining now. So that's Portugal, France, Spain, Germany tomorrow. I think one's earlier. I'll try to fit in both videos tomorrow. I'll just do like this, just unedited kind of reaction, immediate reaction of thoughts around the game. And then obviously we have England, Switzerland, and Netherlands, Turkey, which will have a video for all the games. So I'll do a video for the games I watch, and I will watch all of those games, and then consecutively the semi-final games and the final for the Euros, which tournaments which I've enjoyed, and obviously it's going by too soon for my liking. But yeah, boys, hope you've enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of cringe stuff. You know, more discoverability, more algorithm, better chance for me. If you like it, you don't have to do it, but I guess that's what everyone says. But yeah, just like, subscribe, share with your mates, let parents laugh at me, whatever, whatever you want. But yeah, look, listen, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.